What's good is a tad money. I'm gonna tell you. Today I'm gonna talk about why I'm ugly and why I call myself ugly. The whole thing about it is I'm not pretty at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pretty. I mean, I do get girls looking at me from here to there, but that doesn't even matter because when it really come down to it, because of my past, I deal with trauma a lot, and I deal with when females was calling me ugly, especially females that used to live in my house, because my mom used to take care of foster kids, and she had nothing but females. And they always called me ugly and shit. When I was a teenager and a kid, I was basically ugly. You know what I'm saying? I was very ugly, especially when I was a teenager. I didn't look good. I didn't look good at all. I mean, when I had dreadlocks, I thought bitches was going to throw themselves at me. I thought bitches was going to embrace me and accept me, but that wasn't true because I live here in the Bay Area, and there's a lot of dudes that have dreads. There's a lot of guys that have dreadlocks and shit. And I never had that chance to have that chance, have a female to accept me with dreadlocks. And that's one thing. I mean, I'm going through what Elliot Rodger went through. Elliot Rodger was trying to blonde his hair, trying to make himself look good for the females, and he realized it wasn't working. I mean, it happens to all of us, man. There's people out there that are just like me, that are really just like me. But at the same time, I'm an ugly individual. I mean, I call myself ugly because it's been stuck with me. I mean, I've been called dumbass, I've been called retarded, I've been called bitch ass, I've been called snitch and all this other shit. And I don't really care. I embrace those titles with honor. I got retarded, tatted on my chest. You know what I'm saying? I got retarded, tatted on my chest. You see it? You know what I'm saying? So I got retarded tatted on my chest. So I've been through a lot of shit. I was bullied by my own people. I was bullied by black people, man. And they were calling me ugly and shit. I even was beat up by females and shit. I almost got jumped by a group of females. So you gotta understand my point of view. You know what I'm saying? I am mentally unstable, but I know how to control it because as you can see in my glasses, I smoke cannabis. If I wasn't on cannabis, I would have been committed suicide, or I would have been killed my mom. I would have been hurt my mom, Not hurt her, but kill her because she got a loud voice. You know what I'm saying? My mom got a deeply, deeply loud voice. And for me, I can't stab her because it's going to bring more screaming out of her. And I got to, a gun will be useful, to take her out and shit, to really take her out. And that's what it really comes down to. So when it really comes down to myself, I'm an ugly individual. You feel what I'm saying? I'm an ugly person. You know what I'm saying? I don't see myself, as a pretty boy or something that's pretty. I'm an ugly dude, man. I'm a very ugly dude. So I don't give a fuck what you feel, how you feel, because at the end of the day, I am what I am. I do the best that I can, to let myself know. Now I'm an ugly individual. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pretty at all. You know what I'm saying? I'm not. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud to be ugly though. I'm proud that I don't have kids. I'm proud that I don't have no girlfriend because I don't need that shit in my life. And I'm not part of no ISO website, none of that shit. This is coming from me. I'm not up here stressing off not having a girlfriend. I'm not stressing off that because when it really come down to it, my dad always told me that life is about you and only about you. So when it really comes down to it, I'm always gonna call myself ugly because I used to have a cousin I used to hang with, and he used to call himself ugly. But here's the thing though, even though he called himself ugly, he was still getting bitches. He was still getting bitches. He was still having bitches. You know what I'm saying? He was getting all kinds of bitches. But he was calling himself ugly. But they was calling me, when I was hanging out with these guys, they was calling me pretty. Now, I did try to be pretty, because I used to wear bright colors and all that other shit, so I used to try to be pretty. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers calling me a pretty boy and shit, but I wasn't getting no bitches. You see how it's backwards? You see how it's confusing? My cousin called myself, because he's tall and dark skinned. I was light skinned back in the days before I started getting the sunlight and my skin started to become dark. But when it really comes down to it, I always call myself ugly. I always been ugly, you know what I'm saying? But they was calling me a pretty boy because I was light skinned, just because I was light skinned. That's the whole reason, man. And my cousin, he was just calling himself ugly, but he was getting all the bitches though, even though I wasn't getting all the bitches. So when it really come down to it, I'm happy and grateful I'm not fucking with them no more. He tried to come back in my life, but I got on his head letting him know, like, man, if I see you again or anything, man, it's gonna be on. I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna stab you. I'm gonna shank you if you come to my house again. You know what I'm saying? I don't know about seeing me again with no weapon on me, because I can't fight like that. But I'm just saying though, I'm an ugly individual, man. I'm proud to be ugly. I'm proud. My sister got a husband who got green eyes and straight teeth and light hair. You know what I'm saying? He can get any bitch in the world, but he's cool. He got respect in the streets. I don't have no type of respect in the streets. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm always being hated on by people, man. But let the haters hate though, because they hate on the wrong person. I'm a person I like to hate too. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is, and that's how it goes, and that's how it be. So when it really comes down to it, I'ma always call myself ugly. I'm an ugly individual, and no matter what I don't care what y'all bitches say, cause y'all bitches ain't shit to me. Y'all like to show your asses on Instagram, twerking and shit, showing your feet and shit. I mean, that's disrespectful and teaseful. I mean, teasing. I mean, what the fuck, man? Like, for real. But at the same time, I'ma forever call myself ugly, and I'ma always look at myself ugly.